equations that have subtraction. Right? So let's try one more. X minus 10 equals 21. Just like with addition, I'm going to go ahead and put that blue line down the middle so that I can make sure that anything I do to one side, I do to the other. I'm going to pay attention to what's in front of each one of my numbers. Okay? This says subtract 10. The x is a positive x, positive 1x. I'm going to just make note of that to myself. Right? So if I have subtract 10, I still want that 0 to happen because this is its subtraction. Okay? I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Alright, so this gives me x plus 0, just like when we did addition, and I get 31 on this side. Now, x plus 0 is x, so x equals 31. Another example. How about one that looks like, oh, I don't know, 11 equals x minus 5. I'm going to make note that there's a, there's the sign in front of the x is positive. I'm just going to make note of that to myself. Okay? I'm going to put that nice little line down that says anything I do to one side, I have to do the other. Right? The sign in front of the 5 is a dash. That means I have subtraction. So the opposite of subtraction is addition. Okay? So 11 plus 5 is 16. X plus 0. If I add 0 to anything, I don't change it. So my answer is 16 equals x. Now the next two I'm going to do can get a little brain twisting, but it's not difficult. You just have to pay attention. Okay, and you have to pay attention to where the x is. So let's say I had 8 minus x equals 11. What's the sign in front of the 8? The sign in front of the 8 is plus. Okay? That means I really have a negative 1x. I have a negative 1x. So I want to get rid of the 8. So I am going to subtract 8. Let's put that bar back. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I'm going to subtract 8. Right? This means I have 0 minus 1x equals 3. Okay? So negative 1x equals 3. That means I want the opposite. Okay? I want to know what I can multiply negative 1 by and get a positive 3. Right, so that means x equals negative 3. And the reason why we'll find out when we talk about multiplication one steps. Okay, this one's the tricky one. Right, you have to pay attention to what's in front of things. So let's look at one like 13 equals, I don't know, 5 minus x. This one's going to work exactly the same way. Okay, pay attention to the sign in front of the numbers. This is really still a negative 1x. I am going to subtract 5 because that's a positive 5. That gives me 8 on this side, 0 minus 1x, which means 8 is equal to negative 1x. So I want to know what do I multiply negative 1 by to get positive 8, and that would be negative 8 equals x. And like I said, those last two can be a little bit brain tricky. You just have to pay attention and figure out that we're looking for what undoes stuff. I know y'all can do it. Keep trying.